When we tell people that we're solving things, it's hard for them to wrap their heads around it when they've had these patterns their whole life. And when I explain to people the inner mechanics of where the fear is coming from, it gives people hope when they go, oh my God, that is so simple. How did I not see that? So here's the simple location of where the fear is coming from that nobody's going to tell you. And it's so simple, you're probably going to be irritated a therapist didn't tell you that sooner. Okay, so again, we're in the body and we're trying to figure out where the fear is coming from. We're engineers. Now, the reason the body is a good place to look is because the mind is complicated. Nobody understands the mind. There's all these million bazillion, that's the Latin phrase, million bazillion synaptic pathways and neurons, but the body is pretty simple in some ways. It's systems, it's mechanical, the skeleton, mechanical, your heart, mechanical, your eyes, it's all mechanical systems. So we were engineers, we said, wait a minute, if there's a system in the body that's maybe creating the fear and we can repair it, then the fear goes away. So we just went looking for the system, we found it, and it's so obvious and simple, your audience already knows it on some level. Okay, so what we did is we took out the word fear and anxiety and we said, let's just go with the word nervous. Everybody's experiencing different versions and symptoms of the word nervous. Anxious people are just very nervous. Insecure people are kind of nervous. Let's just use the word nervous. Okay, so we found a system in the body that's making everybody nervous. And your audience, and you probably already know what it is when I ask you this question, okay? Pop quiz to you, Jason, and your audience. If you had to guess what system in the body is most likely malfunctioning and making everybody nervous, do you think it is A, the skeletal system, B, the endocrine system, or C, the nervous system? What do you think, Jason Marc Campbell?
Oh, I don't know. I'll go with C, final answer.
You are correct. Gold stars to you, Jason, and your audience. Yes. And you're smiling, and I'm guessing, was that answer complicated or simple?
Simple, but wait. I was going to go a different direction, and I need you to correct me on this. I was almost ready to answer digestive, because when I'm nervous, I feel like my stomach gets crampy.
Well, it's an interesting point. There are things in the world that can create fear and nervousness. However, it's not why we're so afraid and so nervous. It can make your nervous system that's already fragile and activated. It's kind of like saying, I need a root canal and my teeth are really fragile. And when I bite into a carrot, I feel this pain. Isn't the carrot causing the pain? No, the carrot is just a stimulus and a pressure. But if your teeth are fragile, that's where it's coming from, is the fragile system. So here's at the root level, your nervous system is your body's natural threat response system. If you have a healthy nervous system, you feel a very beautiful and important word called safe. If your nervous system hasn't been taken care of, because nobody ever taught you how, it's basically fragile, and what you feel is unsafe. If you feel unsafe, it then gives rise to nervousness, fear, and worry, and then the symptoms of nervousness, fear, and worry: procrastination, people-pleasing, perfectionism, low confidence, and anxiety. So in reality, most of what people are experiencing is this deep unsafety from within, not because you're broken, not because you're trapped, not because your dad yelled at you at the kitchen table. It's because we were never taught to take care of the nervous system. And so like a tooth, it's in a fragile state, and we have this low-level feeling of unsafety all the time. The bad news is, the reason it's this way is because we were never taught to take care of our nervous system. We were taught to get enough sleep. We were taught to brush and floss. We're taught the food pyramid. You're a runner. You're taught exercise and how to take care of your body. And if you know how to take care of certain systems, they run pretty well. But I'm asking your audience and you, Jason, did anybody ever sit you down at a young age and say, here's the daily hygiene of the nervous system. Here's how you take care of it?
It's completely ignored.
Yep. So you were never taught to take care of this system. Over time, it's going to fall into disrepair, and now you feel unsafe from within. That's the root cause of all this fear, worry, is this just deep feeling of unsafety from within that then shows up as anxiety, procrastination, people-pleasing, ADHD. We had a client go through Parkinson's. His Parkinson's went down by about 50%. People, if you feel unsafe, think how many problems show up in your life. Now, the downside is everybody's missing this. There's 28 things that we need to do every day to take care of our nervous system, and the average person only knows of 4 and really only does 3, which means 25 a day you're missing. And until people learn to take care of their nervous system, which we show them in our program, you're always going to feel a bit unsafe. That's going to show up as anxiety, procrastination, people-pleasing, perfectionism, low confidence. It's going to affect your ability to be better in relationships. It's going to affect your ability to be authentic. You cannot operate at full potential when you feel unsafe. You can't. So the downside is, until you learn to bring your nervous system back to health, you'll always have low levels of safety. But here's the good news, and that you're into fitness, Jason, so you'll appreciate it. If the problem is simply a result of not taking care of a system a little bit every day, the bad news is the system will fall into disrepair. But if we want a fast, quick, reliable solution, why is it good news to find out that the problem is just a symptom of not taking care of it every day? Why is that good news?
Because you can have a prescription to take care of it.
Exactly. And not even a prescription. Just flip from non-health to health. If you neglect your diet, guess what? You gain weight. That's a real mechanical result. That's not false fat appearing real. That's not a fatty mindset. That's actual fat that's a mechanical result of you not taking care of your diet. Okay, so if you want to lose weight, do you need to change your mindset? Do you need to vision board with a 6-pack? Do you need to go to Vipassana? No. You just go from little acts of poor dietary health to little acts of good dietary health. There's a mechanism in the body that burns the fat, and the fat goes away. So in 6 weeks, we teach you all the tools and the simple, easy to follow instructions so that in 20 minutes a day, you bring your nervous system back to health. When your nervous system is back to health, you get to feel a feeling that I feel every day, our clients feel every day, but tell me the value. The feeling you get to feel at the end of 6 weeks is a permanent default state of safety. I'm asking your audience and you, Jason, how would your life be better as a leader, an entrepreneur, a partner, a parent, a salesperson, if you woke up every morning where your default was just to feel safe from the inside out? How would your life be better?
It would be the biggest game changer for people to actually achieve what they want.
Why?
You're fully taking your foot off the brake. You're taking away the resistance. You're taking everything that's holding you back. The amount of energy it takes to move forward is triple-fold because you're slamming the brake the whole time. And then not only that, you're wearing out the brake pads. I don't know if everybody's into car references, but I think that visualizes it pretty well.
You're 100% right. So much energy gets put into managing the anxiety, the procrastination, the low confidence, the stuff we're managing. It takes a lot of energy to manage. And also it's exhausting. The stuff takes energy. It takes energy to be afraid and to worry and to doubt and to be a perfectionist. So if we just bring your system back to health, it's the way you were meant to operate. And then all that energy that went towards management just goes towards your full potential. You can see all this energy in me. This is not cocaine. This is the direct result of feeling very safe. And when I feel very safe, my heart is open. I am fulfilled. I am joyful. I can't procrastinate if I tried. 10 years ago, was hiding in my house in the fetal position with anxiety, PTSD, perfectionism, and low confidence. And I'm sitting here now on a cellular level. I cannot care what a person thinks of me. It doesn't even occur to me. I can't procrastinate if I tried. I can feel stressed for like 4 minutes, no anxiety. And from that place, I feel safe. My heart is open. I can sell with love. I communicate with love. I have relationships with love. And the best part is it's permanent. It's a default. I don't have to keep doing things every day. And so again, to your audience, you were never taught this. You were taught to manage the symptoms. And that's partly why you're kind of tired, partly why you feel stuck in these patterns is because the experts, while well-intentioned, didn't address the root cause in a simple way. You couldn't solve it. And then you think you're trapped and broken, not a good spiritual student. No. If you go to the root cause in a mechanical, simple, easy to solve way, you can be free of it. It's not just an opinion. It's how I feel every day. But every morning I wake up and I look at our database where our clients are reporting their data and we can see how they're doing. And every morning I have numerical data that I had a client this morning. She was an architect, horrible anxiety and horrible perfectionism, just crippled her. And this morning, she not only data-wise, we saw that it was almost gone, but she said that she gave a talk the other day and she forgot her lines. And she said in the past, she would have just frozen and felt horrible, and then beat herself up for probably 2 or 3 weeks, exhausting her. And she said, I made a mistake. I didn't care. I just kept going. And not only did I not stop myself, but everybody said that was the best talk I ever gave. Why? Because her fear was gone and she could just communicate from her natural, authentic self. That's the power of results.
Thank you so much for listening to the Selling with Love podcast. We have some previous episodes you can tune into right here. And if you prefer the short form content where you get to the point in under 10 minutes, we do have a ton of clips from our best episodes that are being shared on this channel as well. So pick which one supports you the most. And of course, thank you for liking, subscribing, and of course, selling with love.